Hello there and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's of course my channel, where we talk all things Leeds United, and we're reacting to the 2-2 draw against Watford at Vicarage Road. Leeds went away to Watford on Friday night, Good Friday, and it ended in a 2-2 draw. A Desmond 2-2, as some people like to call them, isn't it? A 2-2 draw. It's a point apiece, and we'll, get into it in this video. It's late night Leeds, isn't it, today? Obviously, after the game, some people might be seeing this on, obviously, Saturday morning. We've got a game coming up very quickly on Monday. Obviously, the Easter period in the Championship, as we are in now, is a very, very busy period. So let's wait and see. It's Hull City at Ellen Road on Monday. Let's see how we get on. Hopefully I'll be able to get a preview sorted out for that one. But let's have a look at this game. And we've got to say, really, given where we were sort of 5 minutes from time, you've got to be happy with a point, really. If you'd have given me this at the start of the game, I'd have been a little bit disappointed. But the way the game played out, you've got to be pleased, really. We didn't lose. We're still unbeaten. Still got that incredible long unbeaten run in 2024, which now is 13 games, I think it is. But you've got to say, ultimately, Leeds United were very, very poor in this game. And for me, the buck has to stop with Daniel Farke. I mean, we'll take it in and go straight back to the starting line. But I think there were 3 changes from the team that beat Millwall before the international break. Immediately when I looked at the team sheet, when I've looked at the starting 11 and I've seen Liam Cooper's name on there, we're not winning this game. It's as simple as that for me. Any time you see Cooper's name on the sheet, on the starting 11, we're going to struggle in this game, and it was like that. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, I can't really remember the others. I think Byram was one, wasn't he? Byram came in. Obviously, Gruev was a massive miss. Waiting to see how long Gruev's going to be out for, but obviously Connor Roberts and Willie Gnonto were both missing as well from the squad tonight. Looks like Gnonto and Roberts both out for 3 weeks, which pretty much puts them near the end of the season, which probably means they'll probably come back for the remaining two or 3 games of the season, which is really disappointing because obviously both of those guys have an important, even Roberts in his short time with the club has been an important player for us, I believe. So he's out for a bit. We're waiting to see what the extent of Gruev's injury, and whether he'll be able to participate in any way against Hull on Monday. Hopefully he can, because like I said, he was a big miss tonight. Really big miss, really big hole in the middle of the park there, where he often occupies alongside Glenn. But Farke, it's on Farke, it's on the manager. This draw, we've dropped points, and it's all in his sort of personnel that he picked to go with the game. It's nothing to do with the tactics. The tactics are pretty much the same all the way through the season. The formation very rarely changes. It's all about the personnel on this one, and this is why we've dropped 2 points. And it's all about, for me, Liam Cooper playing in this game. He shouldn't have been anywhere near the starting the lineup, and I don't know why Farke persists to keep him around the squad for footballing purposes. I can understand it from a sort of a captain's point of view and all this kind of thing and everything, but from a footballing point of view, Liam Cooper shouldn't be anywhere near it. I mean, and it's as simple as that. For me, what I'd have done, I know Gruev is missing. You'd have put Archie back into centre mid. Byram at right back as he was, but if Firpo is fit enough to play the last half an hour or so of the game, he's fit enough to start for me in this division. You can put an argument, if it's a Premier League match, then maybe not, but definitely if he's fit enough to play any part of this game in the second division, I believe he'd be fit enough to start the game. And as it was, Firpo came on and I thought he did very, very well and had a hand in sort of getting us back into the game, really. But if he's fit enough to play that half an hour, he's fit enough for me to start the game. So you start him at left back, and you don't change a winning team. You don't change that winning partnership. That partnership hadn't conceded a goal for God knows how long. You play Ampadu alongside Rodon. He swapped it at 65 minutes. And you looked how more secure, how more relaxed Leeds United looked at the back. No problems with Watford after the 65th minute or whatever time, 64th minute that Liam Cooper went off. Leeds United was so much more secure, so much more relaxed. And I must admit, I celebrated Liam Cooper getting substituted like we'd scored a goal. I did, because I was that happy to see him withdrawn, because hopefully that'll be one of the last times, hopefully for me the last time, it's well overdue, the last time we'll ever see Liam Cooper play in a Leeds United shirt again. Hopefully it will be, because he just ensues pure panic in the back line, a back line that, yes, it had a couple of changes, but a back line that hadn't conceded a goal in, like I said, God knows how long now, from open play as well. And within 45 minutes, we've conceded 2 from open play. And not saying that Cooper was completely at fault for all of them. Don't shoot me down with that. But, I believe even Meslier, we were seeing mistakes from Meslier in the first half that we haven't really seen when Ampadu and Rodon are at the back. And again, I know it's his mind making those mistakes, but in my mind, it's Liam Cooper giving the sort of pure panic stations sort of thing that is rubbing off on some of the other players, and I believe it probably was that with Meslier. I mean, Meslier just turns to mush every time Cooper seems to be in the back line, and it happened again tonight, really, for the first half. He showed himself up in the second half, really didn't have a great deal to do, but anyway, Leeds United probably had the best, even though we didn't start well, I thought we had the best chance in the opening 15 minutes, where Chris Somerville does what he does, loves to do best, and cuts in on his right foot from the left-hand side and bends the ball, but Bachmann was equal to it and turned it round the post. I thought that was the best opportunity of the opening sort of minutes, 15-20 minutes, although Watford really, really started well, and Watford, I think, they impressed me. I think a lot of people weren't expecting Watford to come and play like that. I don't think Leeds United themselves were expecting Watford to probably come out and play like that. I think Farke underestimated Watford in many ways in this game, and they paid for it. And I don't think Leeds United really deserved to come out of the game with anything in a way. We improved in the second half, but overall I thought it was a really, really poor showing. And if we have a look at that then, and initially I thought it was a foul actually on Sam Byram high up the pitch. The referee didn't give it, who I thought was atrocious, let's be honest. I thought opening sort of 10 minutes, I think Watford should have had a penalty, if I'm being absolutely honest. I think Ampadu doesn't get the ball, he kicks the back of their lad's leg, and I think it's a foot, and I think it's a penalty personally. Let me know in the comments there what you thought, but I thought it was a penalty, to be quite honest. I thought we got away with that one, but Leeds United didn't learn, and initially I thought it was a foul on Byram high up the pitch, and Watford quick to get it down that left hand side, cut back. I don't know, I think is it Dennis who has a shot. He's free on the sort of 6-yard box. Meslier makes a great save, but it comes back to Bayo, who thrashes it in the top corner on the volley. It's a great finish, and Watford deservedly, I'd have to say, on the whole of the play, go 1-0 up on what was it? Was it 32 minutes or something like that? And you've got to say it was well deserved. Because Leeds United just didn't wake up. They basically hadn't got out of bed, had they, Leeds United? They were really, really poor. But we get back into it, and it's a bit, I'm not going to say fortuitous, because it's an excellent strike. It's what Cree does best. Cree hasn't scored a goal since, I think, the 12th of February, when we beat Swansea 4-0. So he was well overdue one, and for me, he was the best player on the pitch for us tonight. It probably wasn't too hard, but I thought he was the best. It was a lovely goal, and we've seen it a few times this season. Loves to bend the ball in, from that left side into the right hand corner. He did it. You could see it was going in as soon as he hit it. Basically, wasn't it that? It was a lovely goal. It just kisses the post, doesn't it, on its way in, and in front of the Leeds United fans, and he goes off to celebrate, and I'm saying, just wake up now, wake up Leeds, because we've got a lifeline here. We've got back into the game. Let's take a hold of the game and try and do something here. But they didn't. They didn't kick on after the goal. They just went back to the same old sloppy play, poor, slow passing, not being able to really get a hold of Watford. And I think that was mainly due to the midfield. Like I said, Gruev was a massive, massive miss. And I think overall they were just getting overrun. And it's a goal that comes just a minute or so before half time. There's 3 minutes added on. I think he scores in the 44th minute. Emmanuel Dennis. Now I like Emmanuel Dennis. I think he's a quality player, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because, like I said in the preview, maybe some people just don't want him. Maybe he wanted to come back and help Watford. It's obviously a club that he loves, I think, by the look of it and by the sound of it coming back there. I'm sure he probably had offers to go elsewhere, but he's come back to Watford and he's doing well. He's doing really well. He's, like I said, he's better for this. Like our players, a lot of our players, he's better than this division, and he's better than that team, really, if you're being completely honest. It's a lovely finish. Although Liam Cooper is an absolute joke in this goal. Putting his hand up for offside for some reason up the pitch, and just get back and try and get, stop the goal going in, because he's never going to catch Dennis in a foot race. He's like he's running through treacle all the time. Liam Cooper can't get back to him. Dennis cuts in off the right hand side and bends the ball quickly into the left hand corner past Mellier's dive, and it's 2-1. And again, you've got to say, Watford deserved it. They deserved it, because we were not at the races at all that first half at all. And again, like I said, it's all on Daniel for me, all on Daniel Farke. Poor personnel choices, really, in my opinion. Anyway, the second half starts. It's a lot better from Leeds' second half. A lot better. We controlled pretty much all of the play. I think Watford had a few more corners. They seemed to have a lot of corners in the whole game. They had a few corner kicks, but nothing to trouble Meslier, really. And as soon as Cooper went off, like I said, I celebrated it like we'd scored a goal. And we looked so much more assured. But you've got to say, and I think Tom Cleverley has said it as well, that Watford were the best team for 65 minutes or so. And I thought they were well worth the draw, definitely. And on another day, they could have won. Obviously, there's not much in it, really, in terms of chances for Leeds. I know Cree had one early on in the second half, where Batman saves high to his sort of right-hand side. There's not much in the game for Leeds. There's a lot of the possession and stuff, but not much in terms of penetration. Anyway, we get on to the 85th minute, and Mateo Joesph have just come on. Firpo came on. Like I said, I thought Firpo changed the game and had a lot to say down that left-hand side. That link-up play with Chris Somerville was very, very good. Joesph just comes on and then he scores. It's his first league goal. Obviously, got a couple of FA Cup goals. His first goals for the club away at Chelsea. But this is his first championship goal, and it's, he was in there, just come on. Nice bit of interplay from Firpo and Somerville, and then Firpo leaves it, doesn't he, for Joesph, who has a shot, it's blocked, and then it's almost like just a ricochet off his, it's like the Watford defender has tried to clear it, it's come off his leg and bounced in the net, and we'll take them as every which way they come. And I was delighted for him. I think he deserves more minutes on the pitch, if I'm being completely honest. I thought Patrick Bamford offered next to nothing. He has these games, Bamford, doesn't he, where he doesn't offer anything. This was definitely one of them. Barely had a kick, did he really? And for me, Joesph has staked his claim more than before tonight that he might be on the door, knocking on the door for a start against Hull. I think, and I think he does deserve more minutes. I'd like to see him have a start to see what he can do from the start of a match, like he did at Chelsea. He had a great night that night, didn't he? Had a great game that night, but. Yeah, we'll wait and see, but he saves us. It's the 85th minute, we go 2-2, and then we've got a golden opportunity at the end, really, a couple of minutes later with Jaden Anthony. It's a great save from Backman, to be honest with you. On another day, that flies in and we win the game 3-2, but at the end of the day, look, like I said at the top, I'll take a point because of the way the game sort of panned out. We were very poor for large parts of it. Cracked on a little bit in the second half, and we got ourselves back into the game, but look, we're sitting second. Obviously, Ipswich won, so they go top, 1 point ahead of us. At the moment, we're 1 point ahead of Leicester City. They've got a game in hand. And you can go far back as Southampton, who drew against Middlesbrough as well, 77 points with 2 games in hand. So if they were to win both of their games in hand, no, sorry, I think they're on 74, aren't they? So they'd be still 3 points off us even if they won both of their games in hand. So look, it's not a disaster. A point is a point at this late stage of the season, but ultimately a little bit disappointed. But like I said, the way the game panned out, I'll take it all day long. It's on Fark, this one. Poor personnel choices for me in the starting 11. Had waited too late maybe to change it, although they didn't really penetrate us in the 20 minutes that Mr. Cooper was on the pitch in the second half. Let me know how you feel about this one. It's a draw, 2 apiece. Let me know how you're thinking. Was it a good one? Was it 2 points dropped? How you're feeling? It's pretty much as you were, really, although obviously Ipswich have swapped places with us at the Summit. Let's wait and see what happens on Monday. Thank you very much for watching as always. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to. Marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.